A nearly 8-year ban on employee appreciation events has ended. Today is Friday, September 6th, and this is 570 News on the Go, brought to you in part by NorthCentralPA.com. Sunny today, a high in the upper 70s. A skateboarder was killed Wednesday night after being hit by a tanker truck near Elysburg. Reports indicated the skateboarder rode into the path of the truck on West Valley Avenue. The driver of the truck was unable to avoid hitting him. The victim from Elysburg died at the scene. A teenager riding a scooter was rushed to the hospital after being hit by a car yesterday afternoon in Williamsport. The 18-year-old pulled out from an alley and directly into the path of the car in the 300 block of Susquehanna Street. The impact threw the teen onto the hood of the car and broke the windshield. The extent of his injuries is unknown. Traffic on Route 220 north between Jersey Shore and Williamsport was down to one lane near the former Woodward Township Elementary Thursday morning. The driver of a Toyota 4Runner hit PPL guide wires as he turned into the former school's parking lot. That caused 3 overhead power lines to drop, with one of the lines being snagged by a tractor-trailer truck. When the truck hit the line, it snapped off the top of the pole. No one was hurt. PPL crews were called to the scene. Also on Thursday morning, the driver of a car was treated at UPMC Williamsport for injuries when her car hit a utility pole in the 900 block of Main Street in South Williamsport. The borough of Muncie is considering a land annexation to construct new municipal facilities. They're looking to buy 3.2 acres of land from the neighboring Muncie Creek Township, which lies just outside the borough near Glade Run. Borough officials say their current offices are in a flood zone and not handicapped accessible. At this week's public hearing, residents were concerned that the proposed location would also be subject to flooding and expressed dissatisfaction about property lines being moved. The Sun-Gazette reports Borough Council and the Township are both set to vote on the land annexation later this month. A Mifflin County businessman has been sentenced to 24 months in federal prison for evading personal and employment taxes. Brandon Allmiller operated the insurance sales business of Brandon Allmiller and Associates of Milroy and owed personal taxes for 3 years and employment taxes covering 2 years. When the IRS sought to collect the taxes, Allmiller admitted that he owed them, but then engaged in a multi-year scheme to thwart the IRS efforts. A check for nearly $42,000 was presented to the Trout Run Volunteer Fire Company to help with their flood recovery. The money was raised by the nearby Camp Susquehanna, who partnered with EQT Corporation, a Pittsburgh-based natural gas company with an office in Williamsport. Since the flood, the camp itself has served as a place for local residents who need bathrooms, showers, and laundry facilities due to the flood damage. The turkey vultures have returned to Center County government's Willowbank building. The black vultures are nesting and resting on the edges of the building, and they've become fond of the 9/11 tower. So far, officials are not seeing any damage to the new roof, but they're concerned about possible damage to the 911 tower. And employees of Lycoming County government are being treated to a day at Knoebels. The Board of Commissioners agreed to spend $25,000 in taxpayer funds for the Employee Appreciation Day. Employees will be treated to a picnic and given $50 in ride tickets. Funds for the Appreciation Day come from $50,000 that was budgeted in what is called the Employee Engagement Fund. The county used to have an annual picnic at Knoebels until about 8 years ago when the commissioners stopped it to save money. For the latest in news and events, head on over to NorthCentralPA.com. I'm Liz Brady, and you're up to date with 570 News on the Go.